It's now time for our monthly segment here on Studio 10 called The Legal Answer, brought to you by Sinas Law Firm and personal attorneys Stephen Sinas and Katie Tucker. And this is, of course, where you guys at home get to ask the questions and they'll provide those legal answers. And joining us this week is the wonderful Katie Tucker. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks so much for having me back. Great to be here with you.
Yes, you knew you were going to be on Studio 10. You wore the green.
I wore the green. Go green.
Go green, go white. But today we are dealing with more of a difficult topic that unfortunately does happen. It's about deaths in car accidents, specifically what claims arise when someone is killed in a car crash.
Yeah, this is a really difficult topic, Nicole, but it's really one that's important to understand in the event that tragedy strikes. Under Michigan law, there are two types of legal claims that can arise when someone's killed in a car crash. The first is a wrongful death claim. This is a claim that can be pursued against the driver or owner of the at-fault vehicle to recover compensation for the deceased person's loved ones. The second type of claim is one for no-fault survivor's loss benefits. This is a claim that can be pursued against the no-fault insurance carrier to recover insurance benefits that may be owed to the decedent's dependents.
No, that makes complete sense. So then I guess the next question is, who is entitled to compensation when someone is killed in a car crash?
Yeah, under Michigan's Wrongful Death Act, individuals who may be entitled to compensation include, from a wrongful death claim, are members of what the statute identifies as a class of interested persons. That class includes a spouse, children, grandchildren, grandparents, parents, brothers and sisters of the decedent. Under Michigan's No-Fault Act, individuals who may be entitled to no-fault survivor's loss benefits are dependents of the deceased person. The statute defines dependents as a spouse, minor children, and adult children who are still living with the parent and dependent on that parent financially at the time of their death. These are all legally presumptive dependents in Michigan who may be eligible for no-fault benefits.
Okay, but when it comes to that compensation, how long do they have to seek it?
Yes. Under Michigan law, for a wrongful death claim, you have up to 3 years from the date of the crash to pursue a legal action. Under the no-fault statute, you have 1 year from the date of the loss to ensure that you can recover full compensation, full benefits, if you are eligible and entitled to those no-fault survivor's loss benefits.
Okay, so then going forward, I guess, how can and what can car owners do to ensure that their loved ones receive that adequate compensation if, like you said, tragedy were to strike?
Yeah. As a proactive measure, what you can do is to ensure that you and your loved ones are adequately insured. I recommend unlimited, uncoordinated no-fault coverage and purchasing underinsured and uninsured motorist coverage, something that we've talked about in the past, Nicole, with limits of at least $500,000. That's the best way to ensure and be proactive and make sure that your loved ones will receive compensation that they'll very much need in the event that tragedy does strike.
No, thank you so much for all of that information. Unfortunately, this is something that we don't want to be thinking about, but it's good to prepare so that way our loved ones can receive that compensation and know what to do if this were to happen. So thank you so much for breaking all this down.
Yeah, thanks for having me again, Nicole. Always great to be here with you. Look forward to answering more viewer questions moving forward.
Absolutely, and all that information is right on your screen on how you can contact with Katie and Stephen, but thanks again.
Thank you.